You're watching LFW TV.
Welcome to the first day of Lakme Fashion Week. And today you are going to have some exclusive interviews tailor-made just for you. I'm here with Miriam, who was part of Gen Next show, which I personally thought was amazing. Miriam, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How excited were you doing this collection?
Well, yeah, I was working day and night for this.
Miriam, considering you're European, and I go to Europe a lot, and I see there's only black, 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 and a sea of black. So how is it that you've brought so much color into your collection?
Well, I always did, and I was always wearing colorful clothes, and I was called the Paradise Bird, and look at her, and she's a hippie, and I don't know what, just because I like colors. So I really appreciate that people are used to that and don't think, oh my God, this is only for youngsters, or people are used to colors because you see them every day in India, no?
Are you very happy with your collection?
Yeah, but I think so. I could have done much better maybe next season.
I think that's always a good point to note. We can always do better. But you know what I personally liked about your show was, first of all, camel, the color that you use, camel, the brown is one of my favorites.
Okay. So actually, basically the entire material that has been used is the fabric was actually reject from an export house because they couldn't match the color. So of course I got it a little cheap, but then I bought it from there. And even the leather that I've sourced, there's a place called Poddopukur in Calcutta, and you can go there and you can source leather. So what happens is all these reject leathers that they have like a small hole or something, or small bits and scraps of fabric and leather. I got them all there, and then I punched them and I tried reusing.
I'm here feeling very privileged sitting with, I think, one of the finest designers that we've seen during Lakme Fashion Week. His name is Motonari Ono. His was the first collection that was shown as part of Japan Fashion Week. And Mademoiselle here is the president.
I'm Akiko Shinoda, Director for International Affairs, Japan Fashion Week Organization.
Which is very important, but she's also going to be translating for us. This collection, I thought, it looks very feminine, but then he also has some very masculine touch to it. Yes, very well. You know, the ruffles that come out, very feminine, but the jacket on top is very, very masculine.
的にフェミニンなんですけども、でもどっかにすごい力強さみたいなのがすごくあって、それがすごい特徴的だなと思いました。
それが今回のコレクションでミリタリークチュールっていうのがテーマで、ソフトな面とハードな面を一つの作品で見れるように。
So you were exactly right that this season his concept was military couture. So together with strong, and together with such a softness and elegant mixed together, you know.
I saw that because you have a big jacket on top with deconstructed at the back with little pleats, and then you have these lovely ruffles, you know. So I think that's very much mood of the moment. Women don't want to look only feminine. I'm going to Japan and I'm going to rock it. Thank you so much for your time. I know it's very difficult not being able to speak the language, but I hope you have a great time. And well, you have the best looking, you know, translator. Come, look at you, looking gorgeous in what he's made. Thank you very much for being part of it.
But I'm not good at speaking.
You just spoke to me in English. We could have done this directly too. So Sabia, I saw you hounded by the press, okay? I had to literally drag you. They have so many questions, but I'm sure they don't exactly ask you the questions that you want to be asked.
Absolutely.
And let me do the needful. So, I know it's for Save the Tiger, but I think a lot of the motifs, unless you talk about it, people will miss it. So tell me about those prints that you created, because I know that you worked on them in a different way.
Well, Bandana, when I was doing this collection on Save the Tigers, I didn't want to get too literal except for the opening garment. So, we represented the tigers through a lot of block printing, a lot of it which came from Rajasthan, in black and yellow and beige to represent the stripes of the tiger.
Yes.
But also, apart from that, I deconstructed a lot of silhouettes from the 20s into the 70s to represent every garment as an animal in the forest. So you had bumblebees, you had birds, you had tigers, you had butterflies, and we did a lot of bright animated prints to give a little quirky take to the Sundarbans.
And I have to give it to Sabyasachi that he has begun this little revolution where designers from Bengal, from West Bengal, are just creating waves and defining fashion, defining beauty for Indians in the way that was never done before. For that, from all the intelligent women in the audience, thank you, Sabya.
Thank you, Bandana.
I'm sure you had a great time watching this webisode. We're going to bring you so much more tomorrow. So log on to lfwtv.in and take in all the fashion masala.